Welcome to Travel with Soul. Recently, we have changed our channel name from Soulful Connections to Travel with Soul. Do let me know in the comments that how did you like the new name, and चलिए आज start करते हैं आज का new vlog to the sacred lands of Somanathapura. Somanathapura is basically a hidden gem located near Mysuru, Karnataka, and it is known for its stunning Keshava temple, which was built by the Hoysala dynasty. It's a masterpiece, no doubt, of ancient Indian architecture, and the temple is having a very famous intricate carvings, detailed sculptures, and a star-shaped layout, which is the artistic excellence of the Hoysala Empire. This masterpiece is known as the name by Lord Keshava, which means the handsome Keshava, is located by the banks of river Kaveri in the Somanathapura village. This temple has been nominated by the UNESCO World Heritage Site, and after getting nominated, it is attracting a huge crowd to it because of its nomination and the beautiful architecture. From Bangalore, it is 130 kilometers away, and from Mysuru, you can get the distance of 35 kilometers for the Somanathapura village. Basically, the roads are simply empty and superb, and you can feel the ambient atmosphere, environment, and the rice paddy fields across all over the land. However, there are not enough signboards on the way, you will find, which will help you to reach to this site, except a small ones here and there. Basically, the Chanakeshwar temple was built by Somanathapura, a general of the Hoysala king Narasimha III, and hence the name Somanathapura given to this place. The temple is a classic example of the Hoysala architecture and is one of the 3 temples from India to be nominated for the UNESCO World Heritage Site. Chanakeshwar temple is made up of soapstone, which is used for intricate carvings by the artists in that era, and it has a detailed architecture. There are several other temples of Lord Chanakeshwar made during this Hoysala Empire in this region, and each temple deserves a word of praise too, I believe. Unfortunately, the temple is no longer used a place of worship because the idols have been broken by the invading Muslim armies led by Malik Kafur and the general of Alauddin Khilji, and later by Muhammad bin Tughlaq. There's no a single architecture or a sculpture which is not chipped off or destroyed in the history about this place. To know more about this place, do hire a guide, I'll suggest, and be a vocal for a local and support a small business communities. You can find these guides in the premises of this temple and not surprisingly outside of the temple. The base of this temple is typically a star-shaped foundation, which is the signature style of Hoysala architecture, and the carvings of the pillars, ceiling, plinth, and dome are awe-inspiring. The plinth area is designed with shapes of animals like elephant, horses, and every sculpture and pose is unique and different from others. In fact, you can find a meditating Vishnu posture in this temple, which is too rare to be found in different kinds of temple. Basically, you see the temple with the Vishnu either standing or lying down. The pillar at the entrance and the inside of the temple were carved by lathe machines on the ancient times with manual rotary axes, which was interesting to know by the guides. The guides also showed the pillar were joined for the base to the top using the grid locking method and for technology for easy installation. The main entrance, there is a huge stone slab which has inscriptions in old Kannada script which describes the entire story behind the temple, right from the construction to the concentration. It has name of the sculptures and detailed description of each idol. Just outside the temple entrance, you can see a tall pillar apparently used to lit lamps during the festival times. The outer wall of the temple have the stories depicted from Ramayana, Mahabharata and Bhagavad Purana. Some of the stories related to Rama, the games played by Pandavas and Kauravas, Krishna is stealing the butter, holding the Govardhana mountain and fighting with the Kaliya Nag too are detailed explained on the walls of this temple. Vishnu with Lakshmi, whose feet are resting on the lotus supported by an elephant, also you can see here in this temple premises. Interestingly, the chief architect and the sculptures were devoted of the Lord Shiva, and yet they built such a wonderful temple dedicated to Lord Vishnu. The idols of this temple are Venugopala, Janardana and the Keshava. The center idol, which is the idol of Lord Keshava, is the alternate of the original idol. The original idol is placed in London Museum now. The ceilings are also studded with carvings of bananas and lotus flower buds and other design patterns. Every square inch of this structure is not left unsculpted. The pillars are round and smooth and makes one wonder the technological advancement of the people of thousands of years ago. The raised platform on which the temple is built, one of its own kind, and the temple, such type of temples are called Trikuta Temple Complex, housing 3 Garbhagrihyas for Keshava, Venugopala and Janardana. You can see micro arts on the pillar and ceiling and in the gopura, as well as you can find a diya carvings in every pillar too. The state of the art is something that every Indian should be proud of for its history and culture, which is very well depicted in this temple. Every corner of this temple is made with utmost accuracy and beauty that holds the attention of the tourist and whosoever visited that. The place is very well maintained, especially with the green lawns around the temple, and there are few small shops you will find outside of the temple premises who offers the tea and coffee but there is no restaurant nearby, so you have to carry your own food. Or since I prefer going on a weekday because you will find less crowd on that day. In weekends it is more crowded, and I prefer that you better take a visit to the temple in the early mornings to avoid the afternoon sun. After being declared by the UNESCO World Heritage Site, the temple still charms thousands of tourists who visit the site and witness the magnificent artistic and engineering marvel of the era, and to seek the Lord's blessing and admire the delicate carvings and the sculptures, whose beauty is unequal and as unique as the God that is in the house. How to reach Somanathapura? Somanathapura is well connected via road from Mysuru, Srinagarapatnam and as well as from Bangalore and other parts of India. You can take either a bus service from Mysuru or Srinagarapatnam or hire a private taxi and visit this temple. Ample of parking space is available outside the complex, and there is a railway station connected to other parts of the city from Somanathapura also. The timings of this temple is 9 to 5:30 p.m. Time required is 1 to 2 hours to visit, and the entry fees is 20 rupees cashless and 25 cash payment. And for foreign nationals, it is 250 cashless and 300 cash payment. Children up to 12 years are free, and videography is having 25 rupees charge. You can book the tickets online. So I hope today's blog you find it interesting, and please support the channel. Thank you.